You're walking home at night. A shadow moves behind you. Your heart jumps. You know you should run, but instead, you freeze. Why? Why does the brain, the most advanced survival machine in nature, suddenly shut down at the exact moment you need it the most? Today, we are going inside the mind under threat to uncover the real reason your body locks up in danger. Freezing isn't weakness, it isn't cowardice, and it isn't something you choose. It is a deeply programmed survival mechanism, older than human language, older than civilization, older even than fear itself. To understand why you freeze, we need to go back thousands of years. Back to the moment where your ancestors faced predators in the dark. Imagine you're an early human. You hear a branch snap in the forest. You don't know if it's the wind or something with sharp teeth waiting in the shadows. In that moment, your brain does something extraordinary. It shuts your body down. No sound, no movement.
No sudden reaction, just silence. This wasn't panic, it was strategy. Because for millions of years, the creatures who survived were the ones who didn't rush, run, or scream at the first sign of danger. They paused, just long enough to understand what threat they were facing. That ancient pause is still inside you today. We've all heard of fight or flight, but that's only half the story. There are three possible reactions. Number one, fight. This happens when the threat is near and unavoidable. Number two, flight. This is for when escape seems possible. And number three, freeze. This is when the brain calculates one brutal truth. Any sudden movement might get you killed. Freezing is your survival instinct pulling the emergency brake. Your heart rate drops, your muscles stiffen, your breathing becomes shallow.
It's your nervous system trying to keep you invisible, even if nobody is hunting you anymore. In the modern world, this ancient programming can be dangerous. A burglar breaks into a home. A driver swerves in front of your car. A stranger approaches with bad intentions. Your body still thinks you're in a dark forest, facing a creature that hunts by movement. But the threat has changed. You're not running from predators. You're facing sudden decisions. Call for help, hide, fight, run, and your brain, overwhelmed by the speed of the moment, hits the same ancient switch: freeze. So if you've ever frozen or seen someone else freeze in a moment of crisis, remember what you've heard today. It's not weakness. It's not a flaw. It's a deep, powerful echo of an ancient survival strategy, playing out in a world it was never designed for.
Stop for a moment and imagine this. You're standing at a crosswalk. A car runs the red light. Your body doesn't jump. It doesn't shout. For a split second, it shuts down. Your brain isn't failing. It's buying time. The problem is, the threat is moving faster than your instinct. When danger appears, two parts of your brain fight for control. There's the prefrontal cortex, logical, rational, but slow. And then there's the amygdala, primitive, fast, and purely emotional. In a moment of real danger, the amygdala wins, instantly. It cuts the power to your thinking brain and takes over your body like a survival autopilot.
That moment is the freeze. It feels like I can't move or I can't decide. It feels like you're stuck. But biologically, something incredible is happening. Blood rushes from your limbs to your chest, protecting your vital organs. Your muscles stiffen, bracing for impact. Your vision narrows to a tunnel, focused only on the threat. Time itself seems to stretch, to slow down. Your body is preparing for impact before your conscious mind even understands what's happening. But here's the part almost nobody knows. The freeze reaction can trap you. The longer you stay frozen, the harder it becomes to break out. It's called the survival loop. It's a cycle where you freeze, your brain frantically scans for danger, but the danger still feels uncertain, so you freeze again. This is why you hear victims of attacks so often say, "I couldn't scream, I couldn't move, I just stood there." Their body wasn't choosing fear, it was choosing survival. Here's the good news though. Freezing doesn't last forever.
Your brain is a supercomputer, rapidly collecting data, and eventually it gathers enough information to switch modes, from freeze to flight, or from freeze to fight. This is why people suddenly burst into action after a few seconds of complete stillness. That moment, the snap, is when your conscious mind finally wrestles back control from the autopilot. So, why do you freeze? Because your brain is trying to keep you alive, using the same ancient software that kept your ancestors alive. Freezing is not fear, it's not weakness, and it is not hesitation. It is a primal survival instinct, shutting down every unnecessary movement so your mind can make one single crucial calculation. What gives me the best chance to live? And sometimes silence, stillness, and a single moment of pause is exactly what your body needs to survive. If you want more deep dives into how the mind reacts under pressure, consider subscribing to Mind Under Threat. This is just the beginning. There's so much more to uncover about danger, our instincts, and the deep psychology of survival.